Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to give you guys my sort of review on Dragon Soul. Now keep in mind this game is in a demo phase, or basically you could think of it as a beta. There's going to be a lot more features and a lot more stuff added to the game over time, at least the next couple of months. But right now I sort of wanted to just review the core game, just to sort of talk about it and just honestly give you guys my just review on it. That's pretty much what it is, just my review. So Dragon Soul, this game honestly is probably one of the best Dragon Ball Z games on Roblox that I've played in a while, like personally played in a while. I've played games like Dragon Blocks Ultimate, I've played games like Final Remastered or Final Stand, I think it's called. I've played all those type of games, even Dragon Blocks Rage, I think it's called, or Dragon Ball Rage. I played all those games and none of them comes close to not only the quality of this game, like in terms of transformations, animations, visuals, everything, but this game's combat and just everything feels really nice, and it's honestly pretty easy for new players to get used to, like for players who aren't used to fighting in PvP games or Roblox, or fast paced, have to think about what you're gonna do type of stuff. This game is really easy to pick up and just start playing. Now unfortunately it doesn't have a mobile version yet. I think that's going to be coming out pretty soon, but right now it's only on PC, and I have to say the controls are amazing. Now, oh man, I can go on all day about the controls, but first things first, let's talk about the map. Now this map is honestly pretty cool. I really do like the map. I do like the little themes, like you have the city here, you have the Star Island there, you have the Great Plains over here, you have the desert right there, and then this right here, it sort of reminds me of like the Tree of Might. I don't know if you guys ever watched the Dragon Ball movie of Tree of Might, but this is sort of what it reminds me of. But this is basically like the whole map right now. They do plan on adding more in the future, but this is what the map looks like, and the map is really fun to just like explore. Let me actually just go around and explore the map a little bit while we're talking about this game. So while we're exploring the map, let's actually start digging into the actual game. First, the combat. Now the combat of this game, like I said before, it feels really good and is really easy to use. Now you have your classic lock on with E, which is honestly really helpful for players who have a hard time aiming. Honestly, this type of stuff should be in almost every single game that has to do with combat. Like, I don't know, there's some games that just don't have a lock on system, or they use shift lock as the default lock on. No, something like this needs to be in almost every single combat game, because this is so helpful when you just have really bad aim to begin with. But yeah, you can lock on to people, and then you can obviously type 1 2 3 4 5. Those are your like keys, your hotkeys for combos and for skill sets and all that type of stuff. So it's really easy to do. You just like for example, I can just go up to him, press 1, boom, like my character just automatically does it. It's so freaking cool. And like I said again, this combat really easy to get used to. It does not take long before you're sitting there blasting with your enemies, fighting your enemies, and all that type of stuff. So combat, honestly, I'll probably give it a 9 out of 10. It does need a little bit of tweaking. There is some issues when it comes to lag, or just sometimes the moves won't land. But other than that, that type of stuff could be fixed with patches. But other than that, the combat the way it is right now, 9 out of 10 for me. I really do enjoy it. Pretty good combat. Now let's also go ahead and talk about bosses. Now bosses in this game are pretty freaking fun to play. Like honestly, I have not seen any Dragon Ball game with the level of bosses that this game has. Like for example, the Great Ape, I don't think it's gonna spawn. Actually, it's gonna spawn in about 8 minutes, so we might check it out in this review. But the Great Ape is really cool. Not only is this guy not like a blocky character, how like a lot of Roblox games, typically the characters and the models are blocky. This one is actually a fully modeled Great Ape. Granted, it doesn't have like a bunch of hair poking out of it, but it is a pretty freaking good model of a Great Ape, and it does not look blocky at all. The animations are pretty smooth with it, as you guys will see later on when I do show off the Great Ape a little bit. I might even try to fight it, but the animations are pretty freaking smooth, and the models are top notch. I really do like the way these models look. Never seen a Dragon Ball game with this such high quality of models. The only thing that comes close to it that comes to mind is maybe a Final Remaster, I think it's called. That game has also been blown up a little bit in terms of the Dragon Ball community on Roblox, but that's like the only game that comes close to the type of quality of models that we're looking at in this game. Another thing I want to talk about is the transformations. It can't be a Dragon Ball game without transformations. Now, the transformations in this game are freaking dope. The first time you transform, you do have like a little cutscene, like your character will like just do a little, a little animation when you transform, and then afterwards he'll just transform instantly into it. I have uploaded a couple videos on it, or a couple shorts on it, of me unlocking, transformations, and I will show every single transformation eventually. But the little animations that play are really freaking cool. Like when you first go Super Saiyan, you actually do like what Goku did in the anime, where he first went Super Saiyan, where how there's lightning striking near him, and he has his back turned. Like, it's really freaking cool, and I'm so happy that they added that into this game, because it just made me really hype when I unlocked Super Saiyan, and that goes for every single transformation. But let's go ahead and actually show off a transformation. So I'm going to show off the second to last transformation that's currently in the game, which is the legendary Super Saiyan transformation, and this one is really cool. Really cool transformation. Looks clean. The aura looks clean. It's like little lightning effects around it. Like, it's really freaking cool. The only downside is the transformations currently in the game is that you can't really swap between transformations. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. You can, but you do have to reset, which is unfortunate, but that could be fixed later on with just a simple little update. But currently you do have to reset every single time you get a new transformation, but that probably won't be in the game forever. There'll probably come a time where you can just transform in and out of whatever transformation you have equipped without having to reset. But that's basically really all you can talk about, or all there is to talk about from the game. There's not too much content other than just doing there's like a sort of a story quest involved in the game. Other than doing quests and fighting bosses, that's really about it. And transformations, I will show you guys the grade 8 when he spawns. Like, he spawns in about 4 minutes here, but I will show you guys that just so you can see like what the models look like. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the game. We talked about the combat, we talked about the animations, the map. The map is pretty fun to fly around in and just explore. And yeah, no, this game, honestly, like, if I were to give it a rating right now, I'll say about a 9.5 out of 10. Like, this game is honestly really, really good. And if you guys like Dragon Ball and want to play, a really good Dragon Ball game on Roblox that isn't from like 5 years ago, because let's be honest, a lot of the Dragon Ball games on Roblox are pretty old. This one's really new. I would honestly give this game a try. And there's just a lot more stuff that is planned for this game. Like, I looked at the roadmap of it. They have dungeons planned, raids, stuff like that. Just all this cool stuff, form masteries. Everything's gonna be coming to this game. Like, just everything that you would want in a Dragon Ball game. And I honestly cannot wait to see more what this game has to offer in the next, upcoming months or upcoming updates. Alright, so here we go. The Great Ape is about to spawn in. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what that looks like. So here's my boy, the Great Ape. Look at those animations, bro. Like, the feet, this is kind of weird to talk about, but those toes, bro, they're animated. That's crazy. His hands are animated, his arms, head, everything. And this man's got like some pretty devastating attacks too. His tail is animated. Like, dude, there is a lot here. His mouth is moving. Like, animation quality is really clean in this game, and I really do appreciate it. I cannot wait to see, other bosses like the Golden Ozaru, or maybe a boss like Huragan from, I think, movie 12 of Dragon Ball Z. Or we could even see like I forgot the guy's name, but he's from Dragon Ball Super, the Tournament of Power, that really big like Power Ranger looking enemy. I don't know what his name is, but we can even see him in the game. So I can't wait to see like more big bosses with animations like this, because honestly, this is really fun to fight, especially with friends. This is really fun to do. Oh, my guy just destroyed me in one punch or one blast. Sheesh. But yeah, that's pretty much the Great Ape. Just wanted to show off his animations and what he looks like. He is pretty clean looking. Like, I gotta say, whoever animated him, chef's kiss, bro. Chef's kiss. It's really good. And the model, really clean. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my review on Dragon Souls. I mean, right now, like I said, the game is sort of in the demo phase or a beta phase, so there's not too much content in the game. But for what is, worth, for what is there, it's really fun, and you can easily sink in, a good 2 or 3 hours into the game, and have a blast just playing the game and, discovering new areas and new moves and transformations. Like, this game is really, really fun, and I do highly recommend you guys play it. You can find the link in the description below to go straight to the game. But yeah, it's been your boy Takeoi, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.